Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family, man. Listen, Tucker Carlson has Candace Owens on his show, and they are about to rap. And you already know they're going to bring up the White Lives Matter shirt. I want to hear what she has to say. See, this is the thing. The internet talks a whole great deal, and Candace Owens is a thinker. She's a thinker, and she's a mover and shaker. She don't just sit on her hands and not do anything. But she's going to give it to Tucker Carlson raw and let him know something that she hasn't said before. Listen, I didn't even mean to rhyme, but sometimes I'm on time. It's sublime. I don't know, maybe lemon or lime. I'm ridiculous. And clearly, you know, every black person can't rap. You know what I mean? Clearly. All right, so we about to go check this joint out, man. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. And also, thank you so much to Ben Martin, who wrote a book, sent me the book, signed the book to me, and I am going to read it. I appreciate you, and per the inside of this book right here, God bless you as well. All right, so let's go and check this out, man. I'm excited, man. Y'all are dope. I got the best supporters in the world right now, like seriously.
Kanye West, now Ye, was not the only person wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt at the Paris Fashion Week. His friend and our friend Candace Owens was standing right next to him. So we asked West what that whole thing was like, and here's what he told us.
The more and more I lean into God and work for God, the more wins God is going to bestow.
Go ahead, brother.
On our team, on Jesus Gang. And for me to go out and just state an obvious and empathetic statement in the middle of the most liberal central, like to go, that was like Tiananmen Square or something, right? I was like, with Candace Owens, and we both wore the shirt at the same time. You know, we got some Jesus soldiers out here, and people say they're willing to die for it, but we live for it. We're living for the battle. And what's the battle for? Life itself, our children.
I love that. He said some people are willing to die for it. We are willing to live for it. Like Lauryn Hill. I don't know if you guys know Lauryn Hill, but she had a song where she said, care for me, care for me. Why don't you care for me? There for me, there for me. Thought you'd be there for me. Die for me, cry for me, cry for me. You said you cry for me. No, die for me, die for me. You said you die for me, live for me, live for me. Why don't you live for me? Because she'd rather you live for her than to die for her. Because if you die, then I'm still going to be in need. There's going to be someone that's missing. And if we lose somebody like a Kanye, like a Candace, like anyone who's out there, foot soldier that's actually trying to push the correct narrative, something that's of God, you know what I mean? We're losing out big time. So we definitely need for people to live for us. But they knew that they was going to start some sugar honey iced tea. I don't care how much they bring up Jesus.
Like Tiananmen Square, Ye West, Candace Owens standing there in front of the tank, which is international media.
International media.
Candace Owens is the host of the podcast Candace, and she joins us tonight. Candace, thanks so much for coming on. So why did you do that? You did it together. And what do you think of the response? Why can't you do that?
Well, I just want to say it was one of the only weeks that I missed doing your show. And the only reason I would miss doing your show, Tucker, is because I knew that there was a cultural moment that would be so significant as this was. You know, I did it because Kanye called me and he said that he needed me to be there at the show and he needed me to be a part of the show. And when he told me what he had in mind and wearing these T-shirts, which, by the way, he told me the day of, wow. I instantly understood what he was trying to do and what the artistic expression was. What it offered was a stunning commentary on the hypocrisy of the society that we live in. For years, we were told that Black Lives Matter was not an exclusionary phrase. We were told that it's just what we're saying. We're not trying to leave white people out, right? We're just saying this because this is a moment that Black Americans need to have in this country.
Yes, you are. You're black and you're trying to leave the white people out. You're trying to leave them. That's what you want to do. You want to let the white people know that only Black lives matter. You know what? I'm joking when I say that, but I'm not. There are people who want segregation to be full swing again. They desire it. They are hoping and praying for it. As a matter of fact, there are people out there who are hoping and praying for, unfortunately, some type of war, a race war. I think that's the dumbest thing ever. I think it's so dumb. And the big reason is because we like to shoot our guns sideways, and we we don't practice shooting as much as the white people. White people stay in the daggone shooting range. They learn how to shoot when they 3 years old. Don't you dare start no daggone race war, and I got to daggone be on the side the daggone don't know how to shoot. You out your cotton picking mind, bruh. I don't want to be in a race war. Listen, y'all do y'all thing. And this ain't like something like I can just sit on the porch and just watch it. No, I'm going to have to pick a side, goddaggit. And no, y'all ain't going to be on my team all holding the gun all sideways, missing everything, and doing drive-bys. No. Ain't happening. Not gonna happen. I'm out of it. My family and us, me and my family and I, my family and us. See, y'all got me all over the place right now. I'm not gonna be a part of it. All right? Okay, now listen to Candace bring whites and blacks together. See, even in the shirt that they got on, it's white and black. Yeah, y'all never noticed that? It's white and black. On Kanye's design. There couldn't be no design if it wasn't for the white. On Candace's, there couldn't be a design if it wasn't for the black. So we got to come together, all right? We got to relax, chill. No more such talk about daggone race wars and segregation. I'm trying to tell y'all, y'all probably think I'm crazy, and some people probably think I'm playing. And right now I am playing, but some truth in every joke. I want y'all to understand that there's some truth in every joke, and the best jokes are the most truthful.
They were totally fine when Asian Lives Matter became a slogan as well. Asians, by the way, are doing better in this country economically than white Americans. They're more successful in education as well, and they're more likely to get credit cards, as just one example. And yet, despite all of that, it was okay to say Asian Lives Matter. We put on a T-shirt to actually do something that was inclusive, to say, actually, white Americans, you are allowed to be a part of this too, because literally all lives matter. And in fact, no lives have been mattering. Black Americans are suffering as a result because of Black Lives Matter. We know that their neighborhoods have been rioted in inner city communities, and the businesses are moving out of there. The result of Black Lives Matter has been white supremacy, assuming that Black Americans were stupid and emotional and would loot and riot their own communities to fulfill a false narrative about policing. And so we got to say all of that by wearing one T-shirt.
Nothing says coming together like free stuff. About to go get me some free shoes, free shirts, bust a window here and there. You know what I mean? Probably break up into carry out, still a free fry, you know, some free wings, free mumble sauce, free soda. You know, we gotta go get some free stuff. They down there looting, man. No, I'm sorry. Don't say looting. They are not looting. They are down there protesting. That's what they doing. They protesting.
It's just so interesting. I mean, if you're triggered, as they say, by a shirt like that, no one who is mad about it ever seemed to ask, like, why? What if it said Malaysian Lives Matter or anybody? A normal person would say, well, of course, all lives matter, but like, why does this make them so mad? It's weird. And dark.
It makes them so mad because there is actually in this country a hatred toward white people. It is undeniable. The worst thing that you can be in this country, far from what they're telling you, I would say two things. First and foremost, a black child in the womb of its mother. That is the most unsafe place for a black child to be. The second thing is a white straight male, right? Because they perceive that as being too normal, right? It's too normal for you to be a white straight male. You need to make yourself somehow problematized by saying that you're trans, that you're suffering, that you're gay, that you're Hispanic, that you have a biracial mother, something. People are dying to say that they're anything but being white.
Candace. You know you're starting some stuff, right? She knows she's starting some stuff. Candace, listen, you are upsetting every single black person on the left in the world, in America, by saying that white males have it bad. I know the truth. You know the truth. But you do know that you're upsetting people by saying that, right? Because of the Victim Olympics, here's the thing, guys. Because of Victim Olympics, the people who talk about how bad they got it, they don't want anyone else to have it worse than them. They don't. I'm complaining so it could be valid. And if somebody can complain more than me, then that takes away the validation of my complaint. The validity of my complaint, validation, the validity of my complaint. Thank you. You understand? Now, I'm not trying to support the Victim Olympics. I care less about that. As a matter of fact, that's why I lose so many daggone friendships and associates and even business people who I can potentially do some business with and make some money with, because I don't want to hear the complaining. That's just not my business. Get away from me with that. You know what I mean? Speaking of my business, follow me on the van.hall channel. It's one of the very first links inside the description, because I definitely have to spread my portfolio a little bit because it gets scary over here. Okay, back to Candace pissing off the black people.
By wearing these shirts. You actually cannot, right now, today on TikTok, you cannot use the hashtag White Lives Matter because they say that it inspires hatred. And in fact, banning the hashtag White Lives Matter is what inspires hatred. The saddest part of this, Tucker, which I want to add, is that after wearing the shirt and getting back here down in Tennessee, I went to a farmer's market and I had white people coming up to me with tears in their eyes. And I told Kanye this, tears in their eyes, saying, thank you so much, as if they're the forgotten people, for just allowing us to have our voices back. They've been sitting in silence, completely sidelined, told that they are not allowed to be American because there's a vicious narrative around that somehow black Americans are suffering from policing and therefore white lives can't matter.
But his black people are on some, and remember this phrase, they are on some it's your turn type of time right now. Oh, it's your turn. We suffered from slavery, 1619. And now it's your turn. We don't care about why, oh, look at y'all cry. Let's say something else mean about them. Let's call them other names. I seen this video on TikTok one time, and it's this beautiful young lady who does little skits and whatnot. And she talks to herself as if there's another character talking to her. And she was in the office, like acting like she was typing. And the little white lady, she was playing the white lady with the white lady voice. She was like, I heard that you were getting together a black only event here in the office, and I was wondering why. And then she was like, because I want to get together a black only event. And she was like, well, what if we get a white only event? Then it'll seem racist. And she was like, no, it won't. Go and get your white only event. Do your own thing. Get away. Just do your own thing. And it was like a separatist type of thing going on that, look, yes, I know that if you do it, it will be racist as hell, because if any white person had a whites only event, I swear to goodness, that office will get burned down quick. But let black people do it. It's celebrated. That's what Candace is coming from. It's celebrated, and as if this is something that we need in order to heal. We need to make sure that we come back together as brothers and sisters. No, the white people can't come. The white people can't come. What? They having the whites only event? I told you they was racist. Let's go burn it down. No bull. No bull.
They do. It's obvious. Kanye was correct.
Yeah, I don't know why people put up with it. I mean, no group, no matter what they look like or what they believe, should put up with being singled out on the basis of immutable characteristics. There should be zero tolerance for that. And yet there's enormous, as you said, enforced tolerance of it. It should stop now. I agree with that. Candace Owens, thank you.
Thank you, Candace. Cutie pie. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I am Van, and now we are all the LFR family. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video and hopefully inside the Patreon as well. Y'all have been amazing per usual. Thank you so much for being part of this family, this community. I greatly appreciate every single bit of information you send me on email, DMs, comment sections, everywhere. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'll see y'all next time. I can't thank y'all too much because then black people gonna be like, look at him thanking all the white people. He keep thanking them. Why you keep on thanking them? He want to be just like the white people. Your bootlicker, your Uncle Tom. People crazy, man. They crazy.